I really like the music in this map. The opening is very claustrophobic and intense. I get pretty lucky with low damage fireball hits here. And just overall, the opening goes really well for me this run. Excuse me. So well, in fact, I don't even pick up that Berserk pack, since it's nice to be able to use it to reset yourself after you do a run by on those hit scanners, because they could do like potentially a lot of damage to you. It's really kind of a roll of the dice. So if you don't do too well in the very start, then you get unlucky with the hit scanners, you can end up here with like 30 health and not a lot you can do about it. Although I think, in fact, as things go, I never end up actually collecting that Berserk pack at all, so I might as well have used it right at the start. I get pretty lucky with infighting here. Nice when these guys take care of each other for you. So the structure of this map is kind of the classic find the 3 keys and open the exit. Each of the 3 keys has their own challenge associated with it. And of them, the yellow key, which you can see there, is definitely the hardest. I'm not going for it right now, I'm just taking care of this guy, so I don't get surprised by him later. So passing that one of those line depths there is what lowers that elevator very briefly. Gets you the supercharge, and lets you get the rocket launcher a little early. Ordinarily you need to get 1 key before getting in. I do this pretty bad. This is an interesting setup. It puts a couple of revenants behind you, and then self-rocket damage pretty bad. And then a squad of imps heading up in your ass, and those 2 chain gunners on the pillars back there. It's quite a hard encounter. Like, things can just go south very fast. It's not something I'd want to attempt at all without the rocket launcher to quickly take care of the revenants and the chain gunner. But none of the key fights are ones that I want to do without them. See, so these stairs is the other way you'd get the rocket launcher. And it also lets you drop over here, which seems useless. But passing over this square, I think, is what does it. Opens this door down here, which lets you get a secret plasma rifle. Pretty nice. And this helps a lot. So very often, when I'm at this point in the level, I have very little health, so I grab the Megasphere and do the yellow key fight, but this time I'm doing a bit better, so I think, okay, let's just do the red right at the start. I'm in a good situation. It's too early to grab any Megaspheres. This one's kind of interesting, mainly because of the flyers that drops in behind you as well, which kind of keep you from being able to just make a last stand here. You've got to press out, press forward, or it doesn't go well. If you're comfortable using your weapons as opposed to saving ammo, it's really not too bad. I forget about this trigger, so it almost kills me. When you return from that area, it triggers those pillars to fall, the chain gunners to warp in. The button here by where this Hell Knight is also triggers the same thing, and usually that's how I triggered that event the first time. In this case it wasn't, so it kind of took me by surprise. So all that's left is the yellow key. The switch behind the pillar where the arch vital is hanging out lowers it, well, it doesn't lower it down, it triggers a big ambush. This is the toughest fight in the map. A lot of guys get whooped in, mainly that huge batch of revenants. There's some chain gunners also, some mancubi, hussies. It's a big party. It's like, it's not a very small area, but it's awkwardly laid out enough that it's kind of hard to keep enough space to use the rocket launcher. And all the exits get blocked off while you're doing this, so you can't just run away. So with all three keys, you can open the door to the exit. The exit fight isn't that bad, but I do it really poorly. I make a serious mistake. So right now these guys are all behind invisible walls. You can't interact with them until you flip the switch. And the thing you should do in this fight is quickly kill the Revenants. Do not kill the Macubus, because he's blocking a bunch of chain gunners from warping in. And having chain gunners that replenish themselves when you kill them is as bad as having a Spider Master. It's really bad. It's extremely bad. I was very lucky that I had a gigantic stack. It's the only reason I didn't die here. Because that just went about as badly as it could go. But it's okay, because I lived anyway. And now with this guy, all enemies on the level are dead. So, it's a good map. Very exciting, very pretty. Like most of these.